to another beautiful day outside and a wonderful evening in the kitchen of Erinetta Child. I'm so happy to see you here tonight. We're going to be making a delicious meal to satisfy your whole family tonight. And what are you having for dinner? I would like to know. If you tune in, please let me know what your dinner ideas are. I'd love to hear about it. Now today, we're going to be focusing a lot on the herbs that are offered through Tastefully Simple. It's a wonderful company that offers herbs and spices, sauces of all kinds, boxed desserts, dips, meal kits, and all of those types of things that you would love to sink your teeth into. It makes a wonderful job of making dinner easy, simple, and tastefully, just like its name, Tastefully Simple. Now, today we're going to be making a beautiful sausage frittata. Now, for those of you who don't know, a frittata is very similar to a quiche. It just doesn't have the crust on the bottom. So this is going to be a keto-friendly meal. Now, let me tell you, when I started doing Tastefully Simple, I also started eating keto. And it's very interesting. In about a week and a half, I've lost 7 pounds. Very interesting and very healthy. I've eaten more vegetables than I've eaten in one period of time, in a long, long time. So I've been nutrient packed and I haven't felt hungry, which is very unusual for me. So anyway, let's get to the cooking. I've been just dying to show you this product that I have. It's a slicer, and this also, I'm into anything that helps the job get done faster. Now this is a gadget, kitchen gadget, that you load your vegetables into, and with 1, 2, 3, 4, we'll say. Look at that, the onion has been chopped. All right, we're going to have actual large onion pieces for our sausage frittata today. I'm going to use the Tastefully Simple garlic infused olive oil. It's here in my own container that I set out in my kitchen. And I'm going to pour a little bit of that into the pan. Now, we're going to let that heat up for a couple moments. And I'm going to spread that all over the bottom of the pan. Ooh, I can hear it sizzling already. I've already heated up my pan, maybe a little too much. And we're going to dump those onions in. There we are. Ooh, hear them sizzle. And just so that I can get the rest of the vegetables, the onion into the pan, I'm going to do one more swipe of this lovely Swiss-made gadget. All done. And look, that took no time at all. It really is such an invaluable tool. I use it all the time in the kitchen. Now, we've got our onions simmering here at the pan. And I'm going to let that sit for a moment. Now, I have a package of sausage right here. This is raw sausage. Ooh, spilled it on the stove. I have a raw package of sausage here. Now the sausage is in its encasements, which we're not going to pay too much attention to. But in order for us to get this into nice small pieces, I slice each section down the center. Now remember, I'm always cooking for top speed here. So I'm going to do these like so. They've been sliced down the center. And then I'm going to take them and slice them perpendicularly to that first long center cut in the center of the sausage. And once this is all completed, I'm going to dump the whole mess into the pan. Now look at this, it looks like chaw for a shark. We're going to throw that in along with the cooking onion. Let me give that onion one more little toss here. Now just getting the vegetables out of my cabinets and refrigerator and bringing them all to the center of my kitchen, it took about 5 minutes. So let's see. This is going to be a quick meal here, quick prep time. It does take a little bit of time to cook in the oven once all of everything has been prepped and panned up. I have 2 more sausages right here, funny little guys, and I'm going to slice those again down the center like so. There we go. It's almost like they're, now it's a couple of little jackets here. You can wear them. Stick your arms in that. It'd be cold. Okay, we're going to cut those down perpendicularly like we did before. And it doesn't matter if the encasement is on there or not, you can eat it. And for me, it just gets cooked right in there with the sausage. We don't have to worry. There we go, there's the second batch of sausage. Now this is going to make quite a bit of dinner. For my family of 4, it will feed us a couple of nights, because I do it in a large pan right here. So now I'm cooking the sausage and the onion together. There's no reason at this point why they can't get together and have a grand old party. Party in the pan. There we are. Oh, that's looking very exquisite. Let me turn up the heat a little bit. Now we have a little more in our pan so it can take a little more heat. Let's see. Give you a little show. Oh, isn't that tasty looking? In some countries it would be a delicacy to eat that raw. But we're not going to do that in my kitchen. Not ever, because, well, it's just not the thing to do. Okay, so we're going to let that simmer for a couple moments. While that is cooking nicely, we're going to mix up the egg mixture. I have my dandy little bowl here. I love this one because it has a little pouring spout. It makes it easy so that all the ingredients don't go spattering all over the counter, because as you can see, that happens to me almost every time I cook. I am not a neat cook by any means, but I cook deliciously, which is what counts. So, I've got the eggs right here, and here we go. We'll try a double-fisted. Oh, score! That was excellent. 3 cheers for me. That makes 4. And we're going to do 2 more to make a total of 8 eggs in our lovely egg mixture. There we are. Now my hands have gotten extremely messy from that, as you can imagine. The eggs will go in the compost, but I'm going to wash these hands and make sure there's no raw egg on them anywhere. Ooh, that sausage, is just sizzling up nicely. This is going to be wonderful. A nice savory meal that will pair deliciously with the Tastefully Simple herbs that I plan to add in next. Oh, delicious. There we are. Starting to brown up now. Put that to the side. Okay, now for our delicious egg mixture, I'm going to use my whisk. Now remember, if you don't have a whisk, they're super, very, very inexpensive. And if you don't have one and you can't purchase one, a fork will do. We're not snobs in the kitchen here, no. No, we like to cook no matter what the recipe calls for. And sometimes I have to be a little ingenious and substitute different ingredients in. Oh, I've really beat that egg down. Wonderful, wonderful. Oh, this is an active place now, isn't it? So I have a nice eggy mixture in here. I'm going to try not to pour it on the stove top this time, but oh, you can't see it in there. That's okay. All right, now, so I'm going to use my Tastefully Simple. Now I'm going to show you what I do typically when I'm deciding that I'm not going to be freaky with my measurements. Okay, I've got myself a regular kitchen spoon here. I've got my seasoned salt, and I'm just going to give it the old wily eyeball, and I'm going to measure out what I think would be a nice amount of Tastefully Simple seasoned salt. Beautiful. It's a nice sea salt with red and green bell peppers in it, and it has garlic. It's a nice conglomeration of different things. A great way to season your meal. Simply very nice. This sausage is looking just exquisite. Just exquisite. Okay, now I have the Tastefully Simple. Oh, I've run out of the garlic. So today we're going to substitute actual garlic in, which I hate to do because it's a pain in the neck. And it's just as easy to have a Tastefully Simple brand here. But I do have the herb seasoning here. It has a, it's very chunky, has nice red pepper in there, garlic. Oh, garlic, it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Oh, Joe Cobley, so good to see you, and Suzanne, nice to see you as well. It's good to see friends on the road here, the kitchen road as I call it, the road to fame in the kitchen. There we are. And I'm just going to mix those Tastefully Simple herbs and spices in, and with those you avoid having to do all the chopping that fresh herbs would take, but you don't surrender any of the flavor. Now, as you can see, my sausage is just sizzling up. There we are. My goodness, there's so much steam you can hardly see it. It's sausage and onion. Hello, Bets. It's good to see you as well. What are you having for dinner? Oh, Joe Cobley, you should come to my house and give me some of that garlic. I could use some of that right about now. We're going to let that cool down for a moment. And while we're doing that, I'll show you why I think garlic is a pain in the neck. If you have a whole clove of garlic, you've got to cut it up. It's sticky. It sticks to everything. It takes a while to get the garlic skin off, which I have already done for you. And then I've got to stick it into my garlic press. And if you don't have this, it's even harder to do. I press the garlic. I'm going to put it right into the bowl with the egg. Shake it on out. I tend to prefer an excessive amount of garlic, especially now with all sorts of colds going around and the such. Cut that garlic off. I'm going to take the little sieve out, and we're going to knock the rest of that garlic down in there. Garlic is very good for your immune system, helps ward off the vampires and other crazy spirits bumping in the night. There we have it. What are you ladies making for your dinner? I'm very curious, interested to see what people have for dinner because it's all different. Everyone is different. There we go. So, the egg mixture is complete. That's all you have to do. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take the sausage mixture and we're going to dump it into a different vessel. Not a blood vessel. The vampires would like that. But rather a cooking vessel. And why we're going to do this is because I need to use that large pan. Like I said before, this recipe here is a rather large one, and consequently, the dish itself makes a great dinner, but also you can feed it to your kids the next day for breakfast, and they love it. They love it. Now, as you can see from cooking the sausage and the onion together, my pan is already greased up. I don't need to do it again. I'm recycling. Now, I'm going to take the zucchini, which I have right here, and I'm going to line the bottom of the pan. My, it would be so excellent if I had one of those overhead. Woo! I just threw it like a disc. I could be in disc out in the woods right now with my zucchini. That would be fun now, wouldn't it? All right, and so now the bottom of my pan is lined with the beautiful zucchini. Let me give you a little show right here. There we are, look at that. Oh, exquisite. Now that will cook in the oven and it will make a nice spongy bottom, much like a crust, but we don't have to worry about the carbs of it. So this is a very low carb meal. Now I'm going to take this sausage and onions that we've just cooked to perfection, and I'm going to dump it right on top of the zucchini. How easy is that? Oh, exemplary. Oh, nice. Okay, so let me show you what that looks like now. This is a step program, but it's so easy. Look at that. Okay. Joe, there's no shame in having leftovers for dinner. Leftovers, in fact, it's interesting that you say that, because it just so happens that very often I make this same frittata dish with leftovers. However, I don't call it a sausage frittata at that point. I call it a trash frittata. Now, it comes in a variety of flavors, because whatever happens to be in my refrigerator at that point gets thrown into the mix and cooked up with the eggs mixture and with my Tastefully Simple herbs and spices. Now, if you're interested in getting any Tastefully Simple products, I don't think I've talked about this yet, you can order them online. These are the boatload of herbs and spices that you can get, and you can order them at tastefullysimple.com and search for Erin Wallace as your consultant. All right, back to the recipe. So, now, very important ingredient. We don't want to forget this. This is the cheese. Everybody loves cheese except for the dairy intolerant. And really, they probably love it too. They just don't love the aftermath. Now, we're going to take the cheese and we're going to sprinkle that on top. Very nice. And look, it's starting to just fill our pan up now. We've got a lot of ingredients in there. Very nice. Okay, we've got that done. And, woo! I'm gonna take this egg mixture with all my Tastefully Simple herbs and spices in here, and I'm going to gently pour it on, trying to distribute the egg evenly throughout the whole pan. And hopefully that was enough egg. Seems as though we have a little more. Oh, nope, I think this is going to be perfect. Now, let's take another look at this. There we are with all the cheese and all the sausage all together. That's beautiful. Very nice, very nice. Okay, so now it's complete. Phase 1, stovetop, complete. Now, while I've been doing this, I've been preheating the oven. Okay, so I'm going to take my big pan, and you could do this in any pan, really, a casserole dish or what have you. Anything that you can put into your oven works, really. But I love this. This is my big cast iron frying pan that I use for just about everything. I could get rid of all my other pans, and if I had this cast iron frying pan, I'd be good. I like simplicity. Here we go, and I'm going to put it into, woo, that's heavy. Put it into the oven, close the door, and I'm going to set my timer for 15 minutes. I always set it for the minimum of what I think, and that's that. So basically, this recipe. Let's see what time it is. This has taken us about 20 minutes to put together. A little bit longer than my other Tastefully Simple episodes. However, you have a delightful meal that you can eat for a couple days in a row. It's healthy, it's keto friendly, and it's just plain old-fashioned good cooking. What do you think? Yes, Joe, I agree. Everything tastes especially better, so much better with cheese on the top. And I get these big bags of cheese from Costco because we go through a lot of grated cheese with my 2 children who are cheese lovers. So, the strawberry cheese ball from yesterday's episode was absolutely wonderful. The kids loved it. We paired it with the Girl Scout cookie. Let me show you. It looks like the kids have just torn through it, so it doesn't look very pleasant to the eye anymore, but it looked a lot like this, only I did it in a bowl with the Girl Scout cookies around it. This strawberry cheesecake cheese ball was a wonderful delight for the whole family. Oh, so it is hot next to the stove right now, and I'm starting to sweat, which is not always a great thing to be doing in your kitchen, especially if you're working around open products. But I'm safety first. I wear my hat so that I don't get any hair in the food, and I try not to sweat. But I always tell my children that if they do find a hair in the food, they can just consider it that a little piece of me is now inside of them. So without further ado, I would wish you well. Bon appetit. Don't forget to order your Tastefully Simple products online. Search for your consultant, Erin Wallace, and enjoy.